Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be trying out Dungeon Defenders Awaken for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I was a Kickstarter backer for this game years ago, and it finally has hit. So that's a good thing. They just recently had the update for it though, which brings it up to par with the PC version as far as content goes. So we're gonna dive into a level and see how y'all like it. Alright guys, we are in the middle of a campaign. Well, not really in the middle. I'm on insane mode here, and my next level is the Promenade. So one of the new levels they added in this game. So we are going to play on Insane. Now, just to let you know, my equipment's pretty good, so Insane isn't really that insane for me. I should be able to beat this level fairly easily, I'm assuming, unless they made the ogres a lot stronger since the last level. But we're going to find out. So I'm going to start off by switching to my monk. At every entry point... well, first we have to go to build phase. Looks like I gotta throw some points into his skill there, so I'm gonna put all 5 of those points in the power, and we're good. So I'm gonna start by placing some auras. I'm gonna do ensnare and electric aura at every choke point. It's my own personal strategy. I'm leveling up some of the characters, so there's 2 characters I won't be using, the newer ones, the rogue and the... I want to say the dryad every single time. It's not the dryad. It's the warden. The rogue and the warden are the 2 newest additions to the game, and I'm leveling them right now, so unfortunately I don't think they would play too good on Insane, and I don't have the equipment to equip on them to be able to have them kind of, you know, be in the fray. So I'm just going to use the guys who are leveled up enough, have the equipment, and can get this done. So yeah, that's why I'm starting with the auras. First level, I usually don't need blockades or towers at every place. I will, since there's 5 points, I will put a few. So right here, I'm going to put a blocking field. And my strategy is going to change as I go. I'm not going to use the same strategy for every map every single time. This is strictly for this map right here, what I'm doing right now. Another blocking field right here, and I think that's all I can afford for right now. And looks like she needs to level up a little bit too. We're just going to throw all of that into power, because we do use her, what's it called? Overclock beam. The overclock beam is awesome. It actually increases the stats of the other towers and auras that you have. But we're going to switch back to Dominic here, because he is actually my strongest as far as DPS goes. And we're going to go ahead and start the first wave. Let's do this. Only 25 enemies to deal with. Should not be a big deal. You can see I'm doing lots of damage, so I'm pretty high leveled right now. I can't go into Nightmare mode yet though. You have to be level 70 to start Nightmare. But once I start Nightmare, it is going to be a nightmare. There is a huge difficulty curve from Insane to Nightmare, until you get the right gear. But once you're geared up enough, Nightmare isn't that bad. And then there is Massacre Mode, which is pretty insane, if I do say so myself. You have to not only be pretty high level, but you have to kind of change your strategy too. And going up to Massacre. I'm not going to even take a look at any of those. I don't think they're beneficial at all. I am going to finish building my walls. Got all my choke points. So put a wall right here. After this, I'm going to do some traps. Wall right here. And a wall right here. Now, different characters have their own walls. Not everyone has walls. But I prefer the Series EVs because you can stretch them as far as you want to, really. And they actually hold up really good. So now go back to Dolly, the Huntress. She's walking really slow. Got to level her up too. She's walking really slow because of her pet that she has, the pet rock. It increases the stats significantly, but at the expense of very slow walking speed. You can see how slow she is. So I'm going to switch to the monk to walk over here, then switch back to her. I'm putting down Inferno Traps. Inferno Traps are my favorite one because they do the most damage. Unfortunately, those Inferno Traps don't have a lot of ammo in them, so I have to keep constantly upgrading them. But that's okay, I stay pretty on top of things while I'm playing. Now, as I mentioned before, I was the Kickstarter backer for this game. Dungeon Defenders, the original anyway, one of my favorite games of all time. I played the crap out of it on PC. Can't remember how many hours I put into it, but it was a lot. Definitely had a lot of fun. That's why I backed this game. I was not a huge fan of Dungeon Defenders 2. That game was made by a bank, really, so they're not... They actually changed their name because of the bad reputation they got from that game. And right now I'm putting down DSTs, Deadly Striker Towers. These guys will one-shot a single enemy. Fires very slowly, though. But definitely worth it. I have insufficient resources, so we're gonna go ahead and start the wave. I have enough here to survive. I have more than enough to survive anyway. It might be overkill. There's circumstances where I don't even have to use all the DU to complete the level. Especially when I have enough DPS to almost one-shot every enemy. Except for the big guys here. These take a little bit. Oh no, I guess I could one-shot him too. Nice. Ogres are a different story, but the ogres really, I don't think they'll actually be that hard now that I'm looking at things. It's actually a lot easier than I imagined it being, and this is on insane mode. They call it insane, it's not really that insane. It's insane if you have absolutely nothing to start off with, maybe. But if you have good enough stats, it's just regular. Gotta kill all these goblins. And once I take everyone out, finish putting my DSTs down, this is going to be a breeze. Now check the map here, make sure nothing's gonna surprise me, and I think I'm good. Go over here. This is a... I haven't even explained this game. This is a tower defense game, if you haven't noticed. I go around building all these towers to keep the enemies from getting to these 3 crystals that you see here. Eternia crystals. This is in the 3rd stage of levels, so it's a little bit tougher. They just added 4 new stages, and with each update they'll add new stages, which is really awesome. I'm going to finish putting my DSTs, even though I probably don't even need them. They'll be good for the ogres. And let's see, I have 11 left, so let's get EV back in here. I'm going to use the overclock beam here. That's a good spot. And I think I will use the overclock beam over on this guy too. And that leaves me with 3, so I can use one more overclock beam as long as it doesn't stretch too far. So I'll put that one here. There we go. You notice how everything got bigger with the overclock beam. That's the beauty of the overclock. Now I'm using all my defense units, so let's get this started. wave 3 out of 5 waves. So this will be kind of a short video. I'm not going to finish it out on this one. But since I was a Kickstarter backer, I have an extra key for the Nintendo Switch. It's not really an extra key. I'll tell you what happened. I backed the game, they released it for the Switch, but Kickstarter backers weren't able to get their code till the weekend, and I couldn't wait to play the game. So I went ahead and bought it. And, oh, there's an ogre. Yeah, this is easy. Yeah, I went ahead and bought it because, you know, favorite game franchise, I think, of all time for me. I don't know why I love it so much. I'm just a big fan of tower defense, and I think this is very well executed. I know it's not the best game in the world, probably to a lot of people, but for me, it's extremely fun, and I love it. But yeah, I have an extra Nintendo Switch key, and I want to give it away. So, if you are interested in this Switch key, and you are the first one to say so, leave a comment down below. And it's all yours. I think that's the fair way to do it. Hopefully it goes to somebody who will really have fun with this game. I mean, this is a multiplayer game too. I play it solo most of the time. There's very few times I actually join other people. I mostly join other people when I'm very high leveled. On PC, I'm very high leveled actually right now. And you can also, you can upgrade the towers. They lose health over time, so you do have to upgrade them. It looks like none of them have touched that Inferno Trap. I know some of them have touched this one. So I'll upgrade that one. I know this one got set off. No, this one didn't either. I'm still going to upgrade it. That one got set off. And I definitely know for a fact this one's set off, because I did not pay that much attention to this one at the beginning. Oh, it only got set off once. Yeah, so this isn't really bad at all. This is actually very easy. Let's go ahead and start wave 4. Let's get this done. And, the more towers I have, the less I have to worry about going and attacking. But yeah, I really, I want the Switch key to go to somebody who have a lot of fun with it. It is, as I said, a multiplayer game. You can join people randomly, or you can invite friends. You can have up to 4 players, building and defeating enemies at the same time. Now, the difficulty does scale, so when you have more players, it does get harder, but it would be too easy if they kept it the same amount of enemies. But definitely really fun. If you're a fan of tower defense, and you like to shoot orcs and goblins, hey, leave a comment, and I will get a hold of you. Or have you get a hold of me. But I'll leave that there. That'll be for whoever has been watching this video this whole time. Because a lot of people will give up on watching within the first few minutes, and a lot of them will skip to the end if I say there's a special treat at the end. So I saved it for the middle. I won't even mention it at the end. So now I'm upgrading still, even though I don't really have to. Once you have everything set, all that's really left to do is upgrade your towers to make sure they stay, doing their job. And, this is going pretty smoothly, so let's go ahead and jump into Wave 5, final wave. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. This is definitely one of my favorite games, and I definitely want to play it more often. When I'm able to stream, I am going to stream this one a lot too, as well as maybe Booking Mode and Wrestling Empire and some other games. 2 ogres. Nice. I'm here for it. Come on, follow me. Follow me. I took him out before he even... I took both of them out before they even got to... You know, I think one of the DSTs helped me out, though. I think I had help from some DSTs. But, yeah. Now, I don't want you guys to get it twisted. Don't think y'all can just go hop into insane mode and start doing this. You gotta start off on medium. And honestly, what I do is I do the first map on medium, and then I immediately switch to hard. You get better equipment that way. It's a little bit tougher, but as long as you stay on top of things, it's not really that much more difficult. I do enjoy a challenge, and you guys know that. Unfortunately, right now, I am not able to be challenged. I can challenge myself even further, though. I think when I do the summit in my next video, which is actually the boss battle, the original final boss battle. It's not the actual last boss, but it is the final boss for the original version of the game. I'm going to do that on hardcore mode, which gives you a build timer, and it ups the difficulty a little bit. Oh yeah, one hit kills. Once you die, you're dead, so if you can't finish it out, then can't finish it out. Whoa, getting attacked here. Those, geez, I forget what they're called. I'm under pressure here, so I can't really think straight. Those guys will pop out of nowhere. They don't attack your crystal at all. They just come straight for you. So if you're playing on hardcore mode, you die, you're done until the next wave starts. So you can't go around killing fools or repairing your towers while things are going on. Oh, and look, I got to level 64. I'm going to throw that, you guessed it, into power. Oops. Yeah, I don't need to do that. We're going to open this chest and see what it gives us. An offhand ammo pouch for the Huntress. Let's see if she can use it. And yes, she can, because she doesn't even have an ammo pouch. Unfortunately, she can't equip it from here. So I'm going to go ahead and level her up real quick. Go back to the item box. Go to my weapons and offhands. And equip this on her. Oops. You know, on the Switch, you get the buttons confused a lot of times. So we're going to try that again. Go back to my weapons. Go to my offhands. Now we can equip it. Now she's a little bit stronger. This is the inventory here. I have it sorted. What I have is ancient armor, guard armor, militia armor, minor armor, primitive armor, and when I get some, arcane armor. You won't get arcane armor until the very end game. Once you're playing in Massacre Mode, you get to the end game, that's when you get the arcane armor. But right now they only have the helmet. Each update's going to introduce a new armor piece. Until they get, I don't know if the 4th update's going to be the last one. We'll find out. But from what I hear, you don't want to wear a complete set of arcane armor, though. You actually want to wear one piece of arcane, or, you know, 3 pieces of arcane with a piece of rifted armor, because you need to have rifted armor to take on the rifted enemies and survive in rifted mode. I keep my pets, of course, my weapons, and my accessories, which I have none of right now. Accessories are a little bit harder to come by than the rest of everything else. They're just little stat booster things, so they really help out. But, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed my video. Leave a comment if you know what's going on. And who knows what I'll do next. I'm going to try to switch it up a little bit. But I'll see y'all next time. Peace.